You flip through the vinyl stack, drop the needle, and boom, this one kicks in first. Some tracks changed the game, others blew it wide open. Tonight we deep into the record box labeled 77. Disco was rising, punk is kicking, and Fleetwood Mac's airing out their dirty laundry on vinyl. We'll stomp stadium floors, wander Berlin with Bowie, and cruise late-night highways with Sager. And trust me, our top 3 is stacked. We put heart, sweat, and guitar solos into these videos, so help us keep the jukebox spinning. Hit subscribe and drop a like, or the next quarter's on you. Alright, drop the needle. Let's get into it. From the sticky floors of CBGBs to radios across the country, the Ramones brought punk to the mainstream. Fast, loud, and fun. Sheena is a Punk Rocker was their catchiest track yet, mixing surf rock vibes with raw guitar energy. It didn't top the charts, but it opened the door for a wave of garage bands to follow. With its mix of bubblegum hooks and attitude, it made punk feel like a party anyone could join. Sheena may not be real, but she became a symbol of doing your own thing. The Ramones brought the fun, but in Britain, punk turned into national outrage, and the Sex Pistols went straight for the throne. Released during the Queen's Silver Jubilee, the Sex Pistols hit God Save the Queen wasn't just loud, it was explosive. The BBC banned it, stores refused to sell it, and yet it still climbed to number 1, 2 on the UK charts. Some say it was blocked from number 1 on purpose. With snarling vocals and brutal lyrics, Johnny Rotten took aim at the British monarchy and national pride. It shocked the country and defined what punk was all about. Raw, rebellious, and impossible to ignore. After all that punk chaos, it's time for something, well, louder, but in a totally different way. Here comes Meat Loaf with 8 minutes of romance, regret, and baseball. Over the top, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. Paradise by the Dashboard Light was less a song and more a full-blown rock musical. Meat Loaf and Ellen Foley turned a simple date night into an 8-minute saga of teenage hormones, baseball metaphors, and relationship chaos. Radio stations didn't quite know what to do with it, but fans did. They loved it. It wasn't a chart topper, but it became a cult classic, especially on stage. Paradise proved that in a world of short singles, sometimes bigger really is better. Enough with the theatrics. Time to get loud, sweaty, and straight to the point. AC/DC is about to show us what rock sounds like without a filter. Before they packed stadiums and became hard rock royalty, AC/DC were just 5 Aussie guys tearing through bars, with amps cranked to 11. Let There Be Rock dropped in 1977 like a sonic sermon. Bon Scott preaching the gospel of rock, and Angus Young shredding every inch of tape. It wasn't a hit on the radio, but it didn't need to be. This track said it all, loud, fast, sweaty, and proud. It laid the groundwork for the anthems that would come, and fans never forgot it. Next up, a slow dance with your feelings, and a busy signal, ELO's dialing in with Telephone Line.
Not a dream, I just can't believe.
Before texting, Heartbreak sounded like a dial tone, and in 1977, no one captured that better than ELO. Telephone Line mixes orchestral drama with retro static, like a sci-fi love letter sent from a payphone. Jeff Lynne delivers sadness with style, layering strings, synths, and a voice that sounds like it's losing hope. Gracefully, it cracked the US top 10 and gave broken hearts everywhere, something to slow dance to. Robots didn't cry, unless they heard this one. The synths fade, and a summer memory pulls into frame. Bob Seger's about to take us somewhere soft, slow, and real.
You just turn your back and walk.
Bob Seger wasn't writing a love song, he was writing a flashback. With Night Moves, he didn't try to impress. He just told the truth about being young, unsure, and chasing something that felt like love. The melody rolls slow, the lyrics cut deep, and the whole thing lands somewhere between a dream and a flashback. It climbed to number 4, but more importantly, it hit home. For anyone who's ever had a night they didn't know was special until it was gone, this one's for you. Not all rebellion is loud. Sometimes it's one voice, cracked with hope, trying to hold on. Bowie knew that, and he wrote Heroes. Heroes starts quietly, like a secret, and ends like a battle cry. With every line, Bowie's voice climbs higher, chasing love like it's a lifeline. Fripp's guitar cuts through like sirens in the distance, and Eno's synths give it all a strange kind of beauty. It didn't climb the charts in '77, but over time it became one of Bowie's most powerful songs, not because it shouts, but because it reaches hope against the odds. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the top 3, and believe me, picking between these next tracks, almost impossible. First up, a song that feels like a dream you can't wake up from. Hotel California wasn't just a hit, it was a moment. From the very first guitar notes, the Eagles pull you into something warm, eerie, and hypnotic. The song hit number 1. In 1977, won a Grammy for Record of the Year, and helped make the album one of the best-selling in US history. Beneath the smooth vocals and rich harmonies lies a darker tale. One of temptation, illusion, and being trapped in a paradise you chose. Don Felder and Joe Walsh's twin solos at the end are pure storytelling without words. Tension, release, and regret. People still debate what it all means, and maybe they always will. But one thing's for sure, once you check into Hotel California, it stays with you. We're down to number 2, and it doesn't get more personal than this. A breakup, a band on the edge, and a track that turned pain into a classic. Go Your Own Way isn't just a great track, it's a breakup turned into a hit. Lindsey Buckingham wrote it during the collapse of his relationship with Stevie Nicks, pouring every ounce of frustration into the lyrics. Mick Fleetwood's thunderous drumming gives it urgency, while Buckingham's vocals cut sharp and clean. Stevie hated the song, but sang on it anyway. That tension is everywhere, in the rhythm, in the chorus, in the fact that they had to perform it night after night. It became Fleetwood Mac's first top 10 US single and helped launch Rumors into the stratosphere. Somehow, through heartbreak and chaos, they created something timeless. It's the sound of a band falling apart and making history in the process. And here we are, number 1. Let's be honest, this was never really in doubt. Do we really need to introduce it? Some songs just live forever, across radios, stadiums, movie scenes, across generations. I will just let you enjoy some moments of it. What do you get when you mix stomping feet, clapping hands, and pure operatic swagger? A global anthem. Queen's We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions, released as a double A-side in 1977, weren't just songs, they became stadium rituals. Champions reached number 4 in the US, and together the tracks have sold over 10 million copies worldwide. Covered by artists from Beyonce to Green Day and chanted by generations across sports, schools, and celebrations. They're instantly recognizable even to those born decades later. My nephew knows it, so does yours. Freddie Mercury turned self-belief into melody, and Brian May gave it thunder. You don't just listen to the song, you stomp, shout, and join in every time.